Good morning, and thank you for joining us for this next session focused on cyber insurance, navigating coverage in a digital age. Especially in a time of moving beyond the pandemic, this is a very important topic. We're seeing a very evolving insurance industry, and I'm pleased to introduce our speaker, Caroline Thompson, Head of Underwriting at Cowbell Cyber. She's got a great topic on this innovative session. So, Caroline, over to you with this important topic.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Yep, as Jesse said, I am the head of underwriting at Cowbell Cyber, and I'm excited to be talking about this. So what is cyber insurance? I just wanted to back up and kind of level set a bit of for everyone. Cyber insurance is really originated from third-party liability. So originally there was E&O, and the marketplace saw a need because companies had a duty to protect their clients' data, but not only that, they're also their customers, but also their employees. And so out of that was born this third-party liability for cyber coverage. And then over the years, it started evolving, and first-party expenses came out of that. So when a breach happens, lots of costs add up very quickly. So if you have a ransomware attack right away, you need forensic investigators in to figure out what has happened, to help find out what has happened. So costs can add up quickly. Then after that, it's a bit of the aftermath. After that, it's the first party loss. So a customer really can lose a lot of business income, or they could lose a potential client, a contract, because this breach has happened, and now their customer no longer trusts them to do business with them. So just wanted to focus on, make sure we level set everyone on what kind of financial protection cyber insurance is providing, and how insurers are building new coverages all the time into their policy. We now see the marketplace hardening and people taking off coverage, but about 3 years ago, we were in this innovative time where we just kept adding, you started adding crime, you started adding this rep harm, lots of different coverages. So it's changing, but still kind of the age of innovation in cyber insurance. So wanted to go over a bit why SMEs don't typically purchase coverage at first. And that really is driven from a lot of not understanding where they have coverage currently. So sometimes they're in a BOP or a property policy and they think they have coverage, but there really are big gaps. Oftentimes it's very complex coverage to read through. You have to take your time and really understand what the definitions are within the policy. And it can be cumbersome to get insurance because there's a lot of questions. We really, as insurers, have to understand what controls you have in place and understand your exposure. So what Cowbell's done differently is really create a program where we're only offering relevant coverages for our insureds. So don't need to provide something that they don't actually need, and making that clear understanding, helping them understand what a coverage really would look like in a claim scenario. So we've been trying to really define that for our customers and bring clarity to the situation. And then ease of doing business, expediting ways to get a proposal out to customers. So we've been focusing a lot on that. Just click. Okay. So why standalone versus a BOP? Oftentimes BOP policies have a lot of coverages, but have coverages, but it's a little confusing what they cover, and it doesn't have the whole robust options that a standalone policy has. And sometimes you don't really get the full range of limit options. Oftentimes I've seen coverage sublimited and it's interesting to us because they often come to us when they have been in a bind and they had a ransomware attack or a cybercrime incident, and they found at the end of the day their BOP policy didn't have those coverages or didn't have enough limit. So they come to us for a standalone option. So just wanted to high level go over that. What are we doing today? So we're quoting and issuing in 5 minutes. So all we need to really get a proposal in someone's hands is an organization name and where they're located, so their state. So we have several different data sources that we're pulling. This goes back to the digitization. We're pulling these data sources on an organization and coming up with risk ratings. So we call them Cowbell factors. And our risk ratings then compare you as an organization to your peers. And so you'll know, within, if you're a little higher, a little lower, great. If you're a lot higher, you're kind of in that really good situation where you're way above your peers. And then if you're a lot lower, then that means you're behind your peers. And we are here to help you with that. So we're able to use these risk ratings to come up with suggestions and help our customers. And then we can offer a quote and then bind a policy. And this all can happen less than 5 minutes. Sometimes it happens longer because there's more questions and more back and forth. So today, why does digital distribution, we have a saying here, it's the future of the insurance industry. There are a lot of carriers that just, the process to get cyber insurance, it's a little clunky still. And it's still depending on a lot of offline processes. So what Cowbell's really tried to do is bring together that speed, the accuracy, the organization, and the flexibility where we can offer something and assess risk in a more speedy manner. That said, it's not only that, we're also creating ways to take a look at a book of business and be able to provide options and cyber options across the whole book of business in a quick way. So that's really where we really have been doing that very successfully. And I think it's the way of the future. So just wanted to highlight that. So I am done a little early, but I quickly went through that. If anyone has any questions, let me know. But if you want to get appointed, reach out to us or join the Cowbell team, let us know. So thank you. I'll give it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Caroline. And where can people get in touch with you if they have any questions? Is LinkedIn the best?
Definitely LinkedIn, Caroline at cowbellcyber.ai. That's my email. Okay. So reach out that way. LinkedIn is great. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Caroline. I really appreciate your presentation and sharing about cyber insurance. As mentioned, it's very relevant right now, especially. So if anyone wants to reach out, please reach out via LinkedIn or via email. We still have just a couple minutes left in this networking break, so now is a great time to do that. So thank you, Caroline, and we appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thanks.